that. One is to do with their past. If they come from fairly chaotic, abusive backgrounds, for them to form chaotic and abusive relationships in the present becomes normal. So, in a way, you're perpetuating your past. So, most people feeling that they're in a normal state, they really hang on to it rather than bailing out and doing something about it.
You keep talking about abusive relationships. When I think of an abusive relationship, I think of somebody maybe hitting their
Yeah.
partner, but there must be more ways of being abusive.
Oh, yes. I think, most relationships are not necessarily physically abusive, but you could be in an abusive relationship emotionally. You may not even know it. And abusive relationships is like walking in a fine mist, and you're getting soaked, but you don't realize you're getting wet. And after so many years of emotionally getting beat down, you come to doubt yourself. Your self-esteem gets crushed. You feel totally worthless, and you feel so broken down. And of course, people usually don't talk about these kind of abuse because you don't see cuts and bruises, but the emotional scars are so deep that person truly struggles, and they're not able to function well in society.
So, what would be the first step to getting control of the situation, getting control of the chaos in your life?
The first thing I think people should take a look at is what's wrong with me. Why do I seek these kind of relationships or seek these kind of individuals where I find myself in similar situations over and over again? So, before when you start dating, I always tell people, take a look at the red flags because most people see the red flags. In fact, there are so many of them sometimes that they still ignore it. And then they have this idea that magically these red flags are going to go away after they get married. And the second thing is, if they don't go away, I'm going to make him go away. I'm going to fix it for him or her. So for this kind of illusion and the mindset oftentimes sets people up for very fairly dysfunctional relationships. So see the red flags and confront them right from the beginning and to find out if this person is truly right for you or wrong for you. And of course, take a look at emotionally, are you truly ready to be in a relationship or are you looking for someone to complete you? Because there are many, many people, as you know, attract what we call the opposites.
Right.
And the reason that happens is because a large number of people really don't want to take a look at themselves and better themselves. So the thinking is, if I find somebody who's got all these qualities, that I don't have to work on me, see? So I end up falling a victim to those so-called points that I am falling in love with.
Now, Dr. Casey, do you really think people delve into that when they pick someone who is opposite? Maybe they just kind of like that this person has a strength in an area that they don't have.
We all have similar strengths, but the primary attraction is not because that you don't have it, is that you don't think you're worthy enough to gain those inner wisdoms or strengths to make yourself a complete or a whole person. We oftentimes put ourselves aside and hope that someone can give us those things that we don't believe or we have, or that we're not worthy having them. So you kind of form this dependency right from the beginning, thinking that you cannot achieve those qualities.
But don't you think a lot of this chaos in your life comes from maybe falling in love immediately? I mean, all of a sudden you are so attracted sexually and physically, and you don't realize what you're getting into.
You're so right. I mean, that's exactly what happens. Blow my mind on demand, right?
Right.
Exactly. And that's the nature of addictive relationships. I find somebody, I'm falling head over, and the fireworks are going off, and I am having this drug-like qualities. I'm experiencing it within myself, and I perceive that as love. So when you're so blinded with this feeling, of course, your endorphins are pumping, your adrenaline is off the chart, and you think you're so in love, but that blinds you. That stops you from seeing truly who you're getting involved with.
But see, I think this is why men and women have affairs while they're married, because they want that instant gratification. And after you've been married 10 or 15 years, it's very humdrum.
Exactly. I mean, why? Because since those, it's just like an alcohol. You know, when you first drink, you were getting such highs and you were enjoying the drink. After so many years, it's no longer fixing it. It's no longer giving you the same kind of high. So what do? You start mixing alcohol with something else for a different fix. So the relationships find themselves in the same predicament after so many years of being in a ritualistic rut. And the person says, you know, I need some kind of fire, and I want to be able to experience that same kind of an emotion or the feeling while I was while I was dating my partner or when I first met them, that firework. And that's right. They will look for that instant gratification, that mind-blowing chemical impact, and thinking that there is something or somebody better out there.
Dr. Casey, I hate that time is up. I would love to talk to you for hours, but I want all of you who are listening to me, if you have chaos in your life, and you probably do, go to our website, www.1340wgau.com. We will put you into Dr. Casey's website, and you can learn more about his book, Couples in Chaos, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde Syndrome. Thanks so much, Dr. Casey.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
This is Barbara Dooley on News Talk 1340 WGAU.